Okay, I did want to do this video a bit more professional, guys, right? But I do the best I can. I am going to continue to improve the branding, the service, but it's more important that I get this information out. So I wanted to do a lot of videos on this channel, and I've been doing it in my coaching. I wanted to simplify everything, because I realised people who have anxiety, myself included, they don't need complicated things. Life's hard enough as it is. The anxiety makes everything complicated, especially when you're in a bad episode and you're triggered and you're really worried and stressed, anxious, overthinking, paranoid, etc. And I've realised that's been the most helpful thing for me my whole life. All the progress I've made, the goals I've achieved, and more importantly, all the people that I've helped. And it's been an ongoing learning process every single day, especially on the second chapter of my life after the mental health breakdown. A lot of you know about that, some of you don't. If you don't worry about it. I'll catch you up to speed in the future. So I made a note here just to outline some important things that I don't want to overcomplicate and I don't want to miss out. So what I do on this channel and what I do as a passion, as a career, and in my own personal life is called confidence coaching. Confidence coaching for people who have got an anxiety disorder, shyness, social anxiety, anxiety in general, worrying, panicking, all that kind of stuff. So some of the areas that I specialize in my coaching and in my personal life, or anyone that I can help: goal setting, accountability, discipline, a daily routine, and relationships. And what I mean by relationships is family, friends, and being social. Also, fitness is really important, and I cover most of that on my Instagram page, and I will speak on that more on this channel. So, making my teaching very simple so anyone can apply it, especially people that obviously don't know me, never met me, they don't know my story, they've not experienced any of my coaching. So my confidence coaching helps my clients who have anxiety to move forward in their lives and make progress. If you want to overcome your anxieties and become successful in life, then you need to be disciplined every single day. Success is not a final destination unless you want it to be. When you become successful at achieving your goals in life, you still got to continue living day to day. Gratitude is what I practice on a day-to-day basis, and I teach it to anybody that asks me and or wants to learn, especially my clients. All these things help you to manage anxiety and live your dream life, or whatever is your dream. Everyone's idea is different. My goal is to continue to help as many people who have an anxiety disorder to be courageous, live their dreams regardless of their anxiety disorder, wherever their anxiety may show up. It's different for some people. So this is what I've done, and it's been, this is what I've done in my own personal life. So the things that I'm teaching and sharing, these are not separate from how I live my personal life outside of my career and my business, which is great. I can explain more of that in other videos. So yeah, I've just gone on to say here, this is what I've done for like the last, 15 or 18 years. I've lived my life in a brave way, despite having anxiety as well, like my clients, like any of you watching. And I've wrote here, this is a much better way to live as opposed to how I used to live when I was younger. When I was younger, I didn't do anything. I was so frightened. I was paranoid. I just had no confidence. I didn't do anything. I didn't take action. I didn't try. So I lived with anxiety, but I lived in misery. I didn't have any confidence. I didn't meet new people. I didn't make any money. I didn't get a relationship. At times, I didn't really communicate with my family. I was in such a bad place. So it's very different to living with anxiety, but having confidence in yourself and moving forward and being brave and being a better person and helping people and achieving your goals and going gym and traveling and enjoying life and doing positive things. That's such a different way to live as opposed to what I think is negative, where you've got anxiety, but you can't do anything. You allow yourself to get into such a state where you're not happy, you don't gain confidence, you don't improve. The anxiety doesn't improve either. So I hope people understood that. I've gone on to write here, just because you've got an anxiety disorder doesn't mean you can't be confident. You can be, I'm proof. I'm a really confident person, but I'm also an anxious person. I have anxiety every day. Some days it's great, depending on how I feel, my habits. Other days I just have to accept it's there and I get through it. You can also be successful if you've got anxiety, and I think that is the main thing I'm trying to teach in this video today and educate people, because I know a lot of people don't know that, and I know how people's minds are. I've got one of my own. I've been coaching people, working with the mind for 12 years. People feel judged, people feel shamed, people feel that they're not good enough, and they compare themselves to other people on Instagram or on the internet or in their life or in their imagination who they think don't have anxiety, are perfect, are confident, are rich, are attractive, are this, are that. And I'm here to tell you, in my experience, that's the biggest lie. And that is part of the lies of anxiety. And I used to think that, and that's why I had no confidence. So a lot of people will say things like, and I appreciate it, they'll say things like, you're such a confident person. How do you speak online? You know, don't you care about what your family, what people think? And what they have to understand is, I do care, but I don't care enough to stop it from ruining my life. And I put my selfishness aside and I'm focusing on the people I'm helping. And I enjoy it. And I'm not going to let anybody stop me from being a good person and following what I feel God's called me to do since I was younger. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to treat myself like that. And I'm not going to be selfish where I could potentially save people's lives and give them confidence and education, or at least help them in so many ways, in the ways that I've been helped. So it's something that you develop over time. Okay, sorry, I didn't read all this. Where have we got now? So yeah, this is a perspective which has helped me a lot. It's helped some of my clients. I hope it can help all of you. You might not agree with it. That's fine. You've got to be your own person at the end of the day. For me, overcoming the battle of anxiety is for life. It's not just, the next 6 weeks to year. It can be. And I used to think like that. If you want to live the best life for as long as you got, then for as long as you want to keep improving and being a better person and getting fit and eating healthy and being confident, or whatever your version of happiness and your dream life is to you, you've got to keep facing it. Unless you want to live a mediocre life. And I totally understand. I really do. I really mean this sincerely. I really understand if people live a mediocre life, because I did it for the first 20 years of my life, and I know how frightening life can be and anxiety, so I'm so compassionate. But I've chosen not to live my life like that, and I help people, as I've said, who give me permission. So I would say this, and I mean this respectfully, because today people are sensitive. If you don't like what I'm saying and you don't agree, then I would recommend that you come off the video. If you don't agree with it, right? And you've got a right not to agree, and I've got a right also not to agree and appreciate how you feel, because it can be hard. I remember when I was younger, people used to try to give me this sort of advice, and it used to make me angry and upset. I used to feel like they were talking down to me, and I'm not talking down to anyone. I've got too much respect for that, and I've been through too much in my life. I describe it in two ways. When people ask me, I'm going to be straight. It's both. I've had a great upbringing and a great life, but for me, I've also had a terrible life. It's been a nightmare, and it's been hell at times living with anxiety. But it's also been brilliant, and I'm very grateful for how my parents brought me up, what I've experienced. I've lived a dream life, so it's been a combination of both. I can't be any more honest than that, and obviously, I don't wish that for other people. I want to hear people have just had a great life, but the reality is it's tough on all of us, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy your life. And I'm sure a lot of you can feel, I love doing these videos. I enjoy it, and I don't think about what people will be thinking about me, because the focus is it's not really about me. It's about what I can give to everybody else, because I'm already receiving every day, living in gratitude, and God gives me all the things I need. And I've got a loving family. I've got a small group of close friends. And I love what I do. I work with great clients. So I have enough. I have more than enough. All I ask for every day is God gives me the strength and peace to get through the difficult times, and give me the strength to give other people strength. That's all I ask for. Everything else is a bonus. All the other stuff, making some money, getting by, being able to get a trim, keep in shape, eat. I appreciate all that. But that's just a bonus, peace of mind. So now you know a bit more about me. So I've ended it there. This will give you a bit of a taste. Listen, I want to do this for as long as I want to do it and can do it. I want to be doing a lot more videos. So yeah, I just want to simplify this. What I would like people to go away today, if I would be so happy if I could just make people feel better, not ashamed. Because I'm being open. I've got anxiety. I've got all the anxieties that you've got. I've got all of the negative thoughts. I've got all of the fears, the phobias. But the difference, I don't know if everyone is, I go live my dreams anyway. I go out and do the things that I want to do. I try to be a good person all the time. And I love my life when I live like that. And I have good periods in my life. I was about to say you can ask my mum. I don't know if my mum will come on the video. She probably will. You never know, man. You could ask my mum or my dad or my family or people that know close to me how much I suffer from time to time, but how I use it and find gratitude. So I don't want to make it sound like I'm a victim. I'm not a victim. And oh, my life is terrible. It's amazing. I'm having a great day today and I have many good days. But I just keep learning and growing. And it's been a fascination of mine as a young kid anyway, always questioning fear, anxiety, confidence. But all my confidence has come from anxiety. All of my good friendships have come from anxiety. Most of the good things in my life, I've just turned everything back to faith, gratitude, and I've tried the best I can to even things I don't understand. And yeah, it's like any life, any story, no different to any of you. I just want to make a point of saying this. Please don't make me better than you. I'm not better than any of you. I'm not better than any of you. Don't put me on a pedestal. I don't want to be on a pedestal. I don't want to be a superstar. I don't want to be a social media star. I don't want to be famous. It all repulses me. Finally people want to do that. First part of my journey, I wanted all that. And then later on I had a nervous breakdown and it humbled me. And this is me. I feel good. If anything, I just appreciate people appreciating me the same you'd appreciate any human being. That's really nice when it's genuine. I can't really explain that in words, you know what I mean. But yeah, I have enough self-confidence and my faith gives me that, so I don't look for that sort of validation in other people. It doesn't work. I tried it. It gives me mental problems. I find it through faith, doing what I love, my daily discipline. That's where I get all my self-esteem and mostly giving. And I get it from being honest, telling the truth. I had that since I was a kid and it hasn't changed. I'm 40 years of age. And I could never understand it. I can't explain it. I'm not even going to try and work it out. And I'm sure some of you will save your energy. I derive a lot of goodness from being kind, being good, and being around my nan, my mum, my dad, my own conscience. Some things you can't explain. So I don't want anyone making me something that I'm not. I know people tend to do that, and people have done that for me. And it's this is not false humility. I don't want it. I had it, and it makes me sick. I don't like it. So things like, it's nice when people say, really appreciate you, you've helped me. That's brilliant. But all this worshipping me, I'm not a guru. I don't want to be a guru. I'm a God-fearing man. I'm a normal human being, but I'm someone who refuses to let their anxiety or mental health crush them. I can't do that, and that's what gives me motivation. And I'm still improving myself, and I have seen a big improvement lately with my mental health. I'm probably in the best place I've ever been. So I'll speak more on that on this channel. But yeah, I wanted to be vulnerable. It feels like the right time to do it and share more of my story and give you a lot of strength. Because at the end of the day, a lot of people are sitting around wasting time because they don't have the information that I'm sharing with you today. And I remember when I was going through what a lot of you are going through, I know what you're going through, I felt bad about myself. I felt ashamed. And if I knew what I knew now, I had nothing to be ashamed about. So go out, get what you need to do done now. Start now. It doesn't matter about age, with anxiety, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, never too old, never too young to make progress. And educate yourself, learn from other people. There's a lot of good people online, especially in the anxiety area. I'm quite surprised how many honest, good people are that are out there in this particular field. But yeah, confidence is my passion. And I'm trying to explain that anxious people, I know it sounds contradictory because it's like, well, if someone's anxious, how can they be confident? But they can be, because I am, and my clients are. And you're not always anxious. And there's other people But I'll talk about in other videos that I look up to. I don't worship anyone other than God, but I appreciate them and I can look up to them in a healthy way, and they've got an anxiety disorder. Tyson Fury being one. He's so confident. He's one of the best heavyweights of all time. Arguably, he might go on and be the best. That's for a debate. I'd say he is. You wouldn't know it if he didn't tell you and share it. So you should take strength from that, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. I don't want people to be ashamed. I'm certainly not ashamed. I'm proud of who I am. I'm proud of, in a healthy way, what I've achieved and what I'm continuing. I'm proud of all of you as well. So that's what I wanted to say today. And I'll be making more videos, all right? So I'll stop the video now and I'm going to continue throughout our series and see where this goes, all right? Have a great day. Bye.